One can only hope that one day the people of North Korea will be able to experience the same freedoms and opportunities as others around the world. North Korea, a name that evokes mystery, isolation, secrecy. It is a country rarely seen by outsiders. Its borders are tightly controlled, information is scarce. What is it like to live there? What are the hopes and dreams of its people? I wanted to understand, to go beyond the headlines, to see the human face of North Korea. My journey began in Beijing. A short flight took me to Pyongyang, the capital. Stepping off the plane, I felt a sense of anticipation. The air was filled with propaganda music. Portraits of the country's leaders were everywhere. This was a different world. As we drove into the city, I was struck by the wide avenues, the grand monuments, the lack of traffic. It felt surreal, like a city frozen in time. But behind this facade, I knew there were ordinary people, living their lives, facing their own unique challenges. In the days that followed, I would catch glimpses of this hidden reality, in the faces of children playing in the park, in the conversations I shared with local guides. In the quiet moments of reflection, I would piece together a picture of daily life in North Korea. Dawn breaks over Pyongyang. The faint glow of the sun illuminates the city's skyline. Apartment blocks painted in pastel hues stand tall against the clear blue sky. A sense of stillness pervades the air. The city is slowly waking up. Inside one of these apartments, a family begins their day. The father, a factory worker, prepares for his shift. The mother, a teacher, packs lunches for their 2 children. Breakfast is a simple affair: rice, kimchi, and perhaps a small piece of fish. As the sun rises higher, the streets come alive. People make their way to work or school, many on foot, some by bicycle. Public transportation, though limited, is available. Red trams rumble through the streets, a symbol of the city's socialist past. The morning commute is orderly and efficient. There is a sense of purpose in the air. Everyone has a role to play in this society. Individuality is secondary to the collective good. Life in North Korea is governed by routine. Structure provides a sense of stability, predictability in a world often shrouded in uncertainty. From the moment they wake to the time they retire, citizens follow a regimented schedule. Work and education are paramount. Men and women alike are expected to contribute to the state. Jobs are assigned based on skills and the needs of the country. Factories hum with activity. Fields are meticulously cultivated. Evenings are often spent in organized activities, study groups, political meetings, community events. These gatherings reinforce shared values, promote unity and loyalty to the state. While this structured life may seem restrictive to outsiders, it provides a framework, a sense of belonging. In a society where individuality is downplayed, conformity brings comfort. Education is highly valued in North Korea. It is seen as the key to progress. From a young age, children are instilled with the ideals of the state, loyalty to the leaders, the importance of hard work, the superiority of the socialist system. Schools are not just places of learning, but also centers of indoctrination. Portraits of the country's leaders adorn classroom walls. Students wear uniforms, they sing patriotic songs. History lessons focus on the country's struggles against imperialism. The narrative is carefully controlled. Work is equally important. It is seen as a duty, a way to contribute to the collective good. Factories, farms, and mines employ a significant portion of the population. Wages are low. Conditions can be challenging, but there is a sense of pride in their work. For many North Koreans, work is more than just a means to an end. It is an expression of their loyalty, a way to demonstrate their commitment to the state, their contribution to the national cause. Section 5. Navigating the City of Contrasts. Pyongyang is a city of contrasts, wide avenues lined with imposing buildings, gleaming monuments dedicated to the country's leaders. Yet beneath this veneer of grandeur, a different reality exists. Residential areas are often characterized by drab apartment blocks. Resources are scarce, electricity can be intermittent. But there is a sense of community, neighbors helping each other, sharing what little they have. Food is rationed. Staple items like rice, corn, and oil are distributed through a government-run system. Fresh produce can be found in local markets, but for many, meat and dairy products are a luxury. Despite the challenges, life goes on. Children play in the streets, families gather in parks. There is a resilience, a determination to make the best of their circumstances. Section 6. A glimpse into rural life. Venturing beyond Pyongyang, the landscape transforms. Rolling hills give way to rice paddies. Villages dot the countryside. Life here is different, more traditional, more connected to the land. Agriculture is the backbone of the rural economy. Farmers work tirelessly to cultivate crops. Rice, corn, and soybeans are staple crops. Livestock, such as pigs and chickens, are also raised. Life in the countryside is challenging. Work is physically demanding. Resources are even more limited than in the cities. But there is a sense of community, of self-sufficiency. People rely on each other for support. Evenings are spent in simple pursuits, sharing stories, singing traditional songs. Life may be hard, but they find joy in the small things, in the bonds of family and community. Section 7. Leisure and recreation. Finding joy amidst restrictions. Leisure and recreation in North Korea are often organized around the state. Mass games featuring elaborate choreography and thousands of performers are a popular spectacle. These events showcase national pride, the collective spirit of the people. Parks provide a welcome respite from the city's hustle and bustle. Families gather for picnics. Children play on swings and slides. These are moments of simple joy, a chance to relax and connect with loved ones. Sports are also encouraged. Soccer, basketball, and volleyball are popular pastimes. Competition is fierce. Victory is a source of national pride. Even in their leisure activities, there is a sense of collectivism, of shared experiences, of reinforcing the bonds that unite them. Section 8. The power of propaganda, shaping thoughts and beliefs. Propaganda is pervasive in North Korea. It is a tool used to shape thoughts, to instill loyalty to the state, and to control the narrative. From a young age, citizens are bombarded with messages. Billboards and posters adorn buildings, radios blare patriotic songs, television broadcasts extol the virtues of the country's leaders. The outside world is portrayed as hostile, and the socialist system as superior. This constant barrage of information has a profound impact on people's perceptions. It shapes their understanding of the world and reinforces the narrative that they are living in the best country on earth. While it is impossible to know the true extent to which people believe the propaganda, it undoubtedly plays a role in shaping their worldview. It creates a sense of unity, of shared purpose, of being part of something bigger than themselves. Section 9. The human spirit endures. Stories of resilience. Despite the challenges, the human spirit endures in North Korea. People find ways to cope with the hardships, to find joy in the small things, and to maintain a sense of hope. I met a young woman who taught music to children. Her passion for her work was evident. She spoke of the joy she found in nurturing their talents, in seeing their faces light up when they played. In a small village, I encountered an elderly farmer. His hands were rough from years of toil, but his eyes twinkled with wisdom. He spoke of the importance of family, of the land, and of the changing seasons. These encounters, brief as they were, reminded me of the universality of the human experience, the desire for connection, for purpose, and for a better future. Section 10. A desire for connection, bridging the divide. Despite the isolation, there is a desire for connection in North Korea, a curiosity about the outside world, a longing to know more about other cultures. In my interactions with locals, I sensed a genuine interest in my life beyond their borders. They asked questions about my family, my country, and my experiences. While access to information is tightly controlled, there are cracks in the wall. Foreign films and music are sometimes available. Shortwave radios provide a window to the outside world. These glimpses beyond the borders fuel a desire for more, a yearning to connect with the wider world, to bridge the divide that has separated them for so long. Section 11. Looking ahead, hope for a brighter future. As I reflect on my time in North Korea, I am left with a mix of emotions. Sadness at the hardships the people face, admiration for their resilience, hope for a brighter future. Change is inevitable. The winds of change are blowing across the globe, and while it is impossible to predict the future, one can only hope that one day the people of North Korea will be able to experience the same freedoms and opportunities as others around the world. Until then, they will continue to live their lives, to raise their families, to find joy in the small things. Their stories, though often untold, are a testament to the enduring human spirit.